Hello, this is Nick from Suicidal Angels. You're listening to Jet from Metal Messiah Radio.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Metal Magdalene with Jet right here on Metal Messiah Radio. Tonight we have a special guest with us. We have founding member, guitarist, and singer Nick of the Greek metal band Suicidal Angels. Welcome to the show, Nick.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening.
So, Nick, tell us a little history behind the band for those that may not be familiar with you guys.
All right. Actually, I started the band when I was 15 years old at school. It was like more or less like a school project. We started like playing covers from bands and slowly recording some demos, some raw material, nothing, nothing really serious and professional and stuff. And gradually and through a lot of member changes, we ended up on 2007 when we released our first official album called Eternal Domination. Then afterwards, we did a couple of underground tours, nothing really big or really serious, but that's how you start anyways. And then we won the Rock the Nation award on 2009, and then we signed with Nuclear Blast and Rock the Nation. And from that moment and on, we released on 2010 the Dead Again record, hitting the German, Austrian, Netherlands, and Switzerland charts. Then we released 2012 Bloodbath, going again on the charts. Then releasing Divide and Conquer 2014, going again on the charts. Then 2016 is Division of Blood. And nowadays we reached 2019 with our 7th studio album called Years of Aggression. That's more or less a mini story.
And what were like the early days of the band like?
That was a kind of weird period because back then thrash metal music was kind of dead. I mean, like, people were asking us, what kind of music do you play? And when we answered thrash metal, they were like, what the fuck is that? I mean, like, this music belongs to the dinosaurs, or like it belongs to the museum, or how the hell did you remember this kind of music? It's dead. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're playing it and we're fine and we like it. So what's wrong with you people? If you don't like it, don't listen to it.
And
yeah, the access to touring, the access to labels, to booking agencies, and all this stuff was kind of restricted because of the non-presence of thrash metal, apart from the big bands, and quite a lot of them were split up after the, let's say, the late 90s, beginning zeros. So as you understand, it was quite a difficult period to start a band or, do stuff. It wasn't that easy. But, we're stubborn motherfuckers, so we just keep doing our thing, and we didn't listen to anyone, as we don't do either nowadays.
So now you have 7 studio albums under your belt, and you've done a ton of tours. Now, was this your plan when you started the band, or did it just kind of turn out that way?
When we started the band, I started to play music that I love to. And when you start the trip, and where you roll the dice, you never know what's gonna end up in the end. So it's like pick up the dice, just throw it, and just wait to get a double six.
And we're here today to talk about your new album, Years of Aggression. So, Nick, does the title relate to your personal years of aggression or the whole world's aggressions?
Actually, both. It represents the years of the band, the existence of the band, and also represents what we are living nowadays. Because, unfortunately, people do not learn from their mistakes, as it seems.
This is true. And are the songs like most of the songs on the album basically based on the title of the album, Nick?
Yeah, it's not a concept album. But the titles of the songs, they are related somehow to the album title.
And so track number 5, Diva, the title written like in first initials. So what does Diva stand for?
It means do it versus anyone. It's our version of fuck you.
There you go. I was kind of wondering about that, but there's got to be some hidden thing in there that I don't know about. And now we know. There you go. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Plain and simple, straight in the face. We do it versus anyone. That's how it goes.
And I also wanted to mention too, the last track on the album really stood out for me, breaking a little from the rest of the album with the really nice guitar parts. And personally, I think this song is a masterpiece. So tell us about writing that song and why you wanted this as the album closer.
To be honest, the idea of a song like that existed in my head since a lot of time. Mm-hmm. But I never had the proper riffing for it, the proper ideas for it. I mean, as an idea, it always was in my mind. I want to do something slow, something atmospheric, something a bit more evil than common stuff that we are doing. And I believe we succeeded on that. It was kind of stressing because during the recordings, you need to be really, really focused on what you're doing, otherwise it's gonna sound like crap. But I think we did a pretty good job on that.
No, it is. It came out really, really nice. And so why did you guys want to put it at the end of the album?
I don't know, maybe as a surprise.
I liked it. I mean, it was a nice surprise because you're thrashing through the whole album. And at the very end, it's kind of nice. It's kind of like relaxing a little after all that excitement that the rest of the album threw at us.
That's nice to hear.
So how did you guys approach this album musically then?
Actually, we just did what we always do. We create songs that we like playing. Mm-hmm. I mean, if the songs doesn't make us headbanging, how are they supposed to make you headbanging?
True.
So that's what exactly we're doing in all the albums. I mean, we always compose more songs than what it ends up in the album. Mm-hmm. But through the composing period, so through the creative period, we're just rehearsing and practicing over and over again. So in the end, we just realized that out of all these songs, we just these are the ones. Throw the rest in the trash can and then just move on. These are the ones that we like. And actually we don't take songs from previous trash cans and put them in a new album.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool.
No.
So tell us, I mean, I think you made some fine choices because everything that I've heard so far, some of the early reviews on the album, have all been, for the most part, positive. So far, I haven't really seen anything negative about anything. I don't know if
Me neither.
Yeah, okay,
Me
good.
neither.
That's always a good thing.
I'm really happy and excited about
that. So tell us a little bit about the cover art and the artist, Nick.
The album cover, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
The art.
On the last 5 albums, we're working closely with Mr. Ed Repka, legendary Mr. Ed Repka. Mm-hmm. I can't say a lot, to be honest, about the album cover. I mean, we just gave him the album title. We just discussed about some possible ideas about the whole thing. And a month later, he comes with a sketch, and we're like, holy shit, that looks amazing. And then he started painting it and started sending over how is it going, the procedure of the whole thing. And in the end, it was unbelievable, totally unbelievable. And he's an amazing artist.
He is.
Not only on our stuff, also, if you just take a look on his portfolio and what he's done through the 80s, he has a special and unique character.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And now the album releases next month. So have you guys played any of the new material out yet?
Yes, we have already played 2 songs. And actually, to be honest, we played these 2 songs quite recently when we opened up for Slayer in Athens for the farewell tour, 2-3 days ago, last Saturday. That was quite an experience, yeah.
I was just going to say, what was it like for you guys to open up for Slayer?
To be honest, we had the chance to be part of the Big Four concert on 2010 in Greece, in Athens, with Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, and Anthrax, and we were opening up for that. And also, the day before yesterday, and we left Saturday, it was like also a super unique experience. You know, I mean, like it's getting goosebumps when you have the chance to play with a band that it is the reason that it is still the reason why I started playing thrash metal music.
And it's kind of nice too that it's the farewell tour. They're never going to be there again, supposedly.
As it seems.
So now, if people want to learn more about the band, Nick, pick up merchandise, see where you guys are playing, that kind of thing, what are like the best websites for people to go to for that kind of thing?
The best of all is to visit our website. We have a online merch store there. We have everything there, and that's the best and the easiest way to receive material from us.
And now, speaking of playing out a little bit, what do you guys have coming up for some upcoming shows the rest of this year?
With the release of the album on the 9th of August, we're playing on the 10th. We play on a festival called Partisan in Germany, and now we are in conversation and negotiations with our management in order to find the best possible possibilities in order to start the promotion with touring for the new album.
Awesome. So there you guys have it. Suicide Angels have a new album, Years of Aggression, on NoiseArt. Releases August 9th. And Nick, thank you for coming on the show, and all the best with the band and the new album.
Thank you very much for your time.